Murphy here for Sonic State and Amped. Today we're looking at the Roland Cube 40 XL. It's a combo amp with a 10-inch speaker with built-in effects and a looper. Clean channel and distorted channel with 8 different sort of modelled sounds, you know, based on your classic Marshall, Mesa Boogie and Fender amps, Vox AC30. And then we've got here effects that you can actually scroll through, so you can start around there with the chorus, then you bring it round onto flanger, onto phaser, and then through onto tremolo. And then you've got the same here with the delay, the amount of delay, and then you move into the looper, and this is the volume for the looper, which we'll talk about in a bit. And here we've got spring reverb and plate reverb.
They're digital, presumably, were they?
Yes, yeah. And we've got a tuner, which I'll explain briefly, and then we've got just your classic clean, JC clean.
So like a JC 120 kind of thing?
That's right, yeah.
Quite JC, is that it's the sound of kind of African high life as well, isn't it?
I guess it is. Something like that. Okay, and then we can just move. We just move through some of the effects. We can move on to flanger now. Just give you a sound of that.
Quite extreme, actually.
Yeah.
Is it fixed there, or can you change the speed?
Well, as you scroll around, you'll hear that the speed will change. Just getting quicker there on the tremolo, and it's the same. It's the same with the chorus. If we'll just put a tiny bit of chorus on.
Right, so it's one note does everything.
Yeah. So you just get more of the effect. In the case of the tremolo, it speeds up, and with the phaser. You can hear it's a similar sort of thing.
So how is it for clean sounds? I mean, what's the sort of general...
The clean sounds are good. When you crank it up to a certain level, it starts to break up, but it's pretty loud.
Bright as well.
It is quite bright, crisp, yeah. Okay, we can switch on to the lead channel. So here we are, and we can start off with acoustic guitar. Just give a bit more volume.
It's not bad, is it?
Nice. It is nice. Okay. And then we'll just scroll through the amps. Fender, based on a Fender Twin. Vox AC30, so we can get a little bit more crunch on this. Moving on to a Tweed, which is based on the Fender Bassman.
Processed, isn't it?
Yes, it is pretty processed, yeah. But you know, it gives a good indication of each amplifier, I think. The classic is based on the Marshall JMP range. Then moving on to the metal. Rectifier, Mesa Boogie. Roland's own sound, which is called extreme. It's a similar kind of thing, a little bit brighter than...
Well, it's quite a wide range of sounds there.
Yeah, it's a good, I mean, and with the foot switch, if you choose to have the JC for your clean sound, then you can switch straight to a heavier sound for, you know, for your lead. If we look at the solo section, if I choose a sound, so I'll do something that's kind of obvious. So we'll put some phaser on and some delay. There we go, tremolo. I press this and hold. Now that sound's now stored, so I'm back onto the phaser sound now. You can use this with a foot switch. So now if I want to go,
so it gives you like a quick switch between two memory locations.
So you can do that on the clean and the lead sound.
So you could get 4.
So essentially you've got 4 sounds going, yeah. So now if you then involve the looper, and you're playing with the looper and using different sounds on the looper, you can switch between these sounds also. So there's quite a variation. Okay, we're going to look at the looper now. Here it is. It's really simple to use. It's a basic press to start and press again to stop recording. We've got 80 seconds of sampling time.
Wow.
Which is it's quite a lot really. The only difficult thing without a foot switch, it's difficult to keep, you know, to get your loop in time.
Well,
So
I'll have a go, shall I?
I'll start it and you finish it, okay?
Yeah.
Nice and Nick, I think we're in there. So then I press again to do an overdub. Out of there, and then if I wanted, now I could switch over to the lead sound. And so on, so you can just carry on.
As you like.
Right, we're going to look at the tuner, which is simple to use. You just scroll around for each individual string. So now we're on the G, and we hit the G. When the green light's on its own, then it's perfectly in tune. So there we are with flat.
Any good? I mean, tuners can be a bit...
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty accurate, you know, yeah.
And it'll handle non-standard tunings?
Well, it's got a low B, and then it goes into an A flat and an A double flat. So,
Right.
so that's it. That's as far as it goes. But yeah, it does the job for sure.
Overall, what do you think of this amp then?
Well, when I first got the amp, I was a bit sceptical, thinking it was going to be cheap sounding. But as I've played it more and more, I've started to enjoy it, you know. And I think as a home practice amp, it works really well. The sounds are quite authentic, a bit processed, but they're good fun, and you can play it at quite a reasonable volume. You could use it, you could do a gig with it, you know. But I mean, for me as a home practice amp, it works well. My son's been messing around with it, and he did have the Micro Cube, which is a smaller version of this. But with this, it's got the looper on and a few more effects to play with, and he's been on it for hours. So as an inspirational tool, I think it's good. I've used it for a bit of teaching, just looping over a few chords with a student, and then they can, you know, play various scales over the top. So it works in that way as well.
So how much is it?
I've seen it as low as £170, which I think is a bargain for everything that you get in there, and you know, for the standard of the sounds, I think it's definitely worth, you know, it's worth having.